Hey, I'm Aaron from GameEnthus.com, here to talk about a couple of games that might be on your radar, might not be on your radar, but they should be on your radar. And those games are Cascadia Rolling Hills and Cascadia Rolling Rivers. Cascadia Rolling Hills and Cascadia Rolling Rivers are both flip and roll and write games from designer Randy Flynn, with development from Fortessa Elise, Molly Johnson, and Sean Stankiewicz, with beautiful art from Beth Sobel. Both published by Flatout Games. Cascadia Rolling Rivers and Cascadia Rolling Hills by themselves are 1 to 4 player games, but when combined, the player count can go up to 8. Each version of the game comes with 4 separate sheets, A, B, C, and D. In both of these games, players are going to be rolling dice, sometimes flipping cards, collecting wildlife, and completing habitat cards. I'll be doing a playthrough of Sheet C, Palouse Prairie, from Cascadia Rolling Hills. Let's go. So there's quite a bit kind of going on here, so I'll do my best to describe what everything is. Every player is going to have an environment sheet and a tallying sheet. On the tallying sheet, by default, you start off with 1 of each animal type and 2 different nature tokens. Nature tokens allow you to take dice actions. So by spending 1, you can down convert all of 1 wildlife type and take the one below it. Spending 2 lets you convert all of 1 wildlife type to the one above it, and then spending 3 lets you take all of any 2 wildlife types instead of 1. What that means is, on the tallying sheet, going up means literally going up. So if I have salmon but I want to have hawks, I could spend nature tokens to go up. That's up converting. Down converting is going the other way. So, but it's just moving 1. Like, you can't go from salmon to a bear. You could go from an elk to a bear, like real life. And the habitat cards, you're gonna have to spend X amount of animal resources that you're tallying in order to complete this card. And for sheet C, this would earn me 4 in the forest. So what that means in sheet C is I would look for a section, because, well, you're going to start here in the center where the star is. So as you can see, there's some forests here. So I would circle 4 different forest sections and then claim whatever bonuses and rewards I can get for doing that. On subsequent turns, whenever you complete a card, cards are all, I'll just kind of sneak peek this one. This one has 2 prairies. So whenever you complete that one, you would start off over here where the prairies are. So you have to start either in the center or, I guess, next to an area that you already circled, but not necessarily that round, but just that you circled at some point throughout the game. So if you circled 4 forest areas here, you're going to get points just based on, so starting off at the 1. So if I circle 1, 2, 3, 4, that's 3 points that I would tally up over here in the forest section, like at the end of the game. And by circling hexagons with landmarks, you can come over here and start to check these off here. So completing a column gets you more points. Completing a row allows you to circle even more hexagons and get even more points. So you're trying to complete columns and rows. And that's if you circle something that has a landmark on it. These are just straight points. The little sun icons here refer to this little chart over here, where if you circle an area that has a sun in it, you can come over here starting off the one on the far left and earn any one of these bonuses. So a point, a nature token, an elk, 2 salmon. You cannot revisit the same column unless you get one of the clouds. So if you do a cloud as well, you start off in the leftmost column, work your way over to the right, but then you could revisit a column by getting a cloud. If you have to be really, really good and kind of finish everything here, you could go over to the overflow area here and earn even more bonuses. And then you tally up all the various areas. So you have rivers, forests, prairies, wetlands, and mountains. Other bonuses you get from like these bonuses. And you would earn any animals you have left over, plus your nature tokens divided by 5, get you some points as well. So I just kind of said a lot there, but in a solo game, just like the regular game, you'll be playing with the 4 communal die, and then every player would get 2 of their own personal dice. Is a dice, personal dice. So, and you're gonna have the cards coming down. There'll be a max of 4, and then once a card gets to the end here, at the end of that round, you discard it, shift everything down, and there's basically 20 turns in the game. So once this is depleted, that pretty much triggers the end of the game. That's kind of it. Let's go. So we're gonna roll the 4 communal dice there. And let's see what we got. We have a salmon, 2 foxes, and let me explain these. On the communal dice, there's some of the faces like this one, which means you can just take 3 animal types, different animal types, period. So like 1 or 3 different types, I guess up to 3 if you will, which is pretty good. That's kind of works out well. This one is just a wild, it could be any animal you want. This just means you can roll 1 or both of your 2 personal dice up to 2 times. And this one just means that the dice actions cost of 1 less nature token. So that's that. They're on my personal. So we have a salmon and a half salmon, half hawk. What are we gonna do here? So the only card out here right now is 2 elk and 2 foxes. So it probably makes sense to just take the foxes, I guess. You start off with 1 of each by default. So I'll just cross off the 1. I'll put 3 because I'm gaining these 2 foxes here. So this shifts down here. I'll flip over another card. And let's see what I got here. All right, so we have half elk, half fox. We have a wild, a salmon, and another elk. And I'm gonna roll my personals, another elk, and a fox. Wow, a lot of elk. I can get 4 elk. 1, 2, 3, 4. You have to remember to take 1 type of animal. I can get 4 elk on this turn, or I could get 3 foxes or 2 salmon. I already have 3 foxes. I'm going to take, I'll take 4 elk. So I'll write 4 there. And I think I want to try to click this card. So if I get rid of all my nature tokens, so I have none now. I could essentially just pay one fox. So I won't pay for the elk, and I just pay 1 fox. So now I have 2 foxes. This card is not complete, and you see in this hexagon is a 2, so that means I could start off, well, from the star here and then circle 2 in the prairie. So I'll circle this one, which is worth a single point, and this one is like half wetlands, half prairie. I'll do that actually. So which means I come over to the, so that was the cloud. This is like the cloud icon here. So I'll come over to this column and I can pick one of these bonuses here. I have to cross off the cloud, meaning I can't come back here with a cloud. I can come back here with the sun though. And I can get one thing. I can get a point, a nature token. Is that an elk? There's so much light in here I can barely see. That's not good. Yeah, let me just actually just pick it up. Wow. Yeah, an elk, 2 salmon. I'm pretty good on salmon. I will take 2 salmon. So now I have 3 salmon. And I wrote on my finger. Yay. There's no bonus for this card. Like you see this card, you get circle 3 in the river, and you get nature token. There's no bonus on this one, but that's okay. This shifts over. Another one comes out. And we roll again. So this one lets me re-roll my personals. This is an elk, fox, salmon. And let's see what I got here. Fox. Oh, I don't know what I picked up, sorry. And salmon. So much salmon. Okay. Technically, I could do this one again and circle more, in the prairie. I actually have to spend something this time, but I can't. Well, I don't have any hawks, so I can't really do it unless if I reroll these. I can do it because I do have an elk, 2 foxes. Well, I need to get 2. Well, let's see if I can get 2 hawks. Let's see what happens here. I got a hawk, so I can do it twice. So I'll roll it again. Okay, cool. All right, so I got 2 half salmon, half hawks. So I'll go up to 3 on the hawks. And I think I'm gonna do this one. So the cost of this one is a single elk. So I'll go down to 3. Foxes are gone. And then 2 of my 3 hawks are gone. So I have 1 hawk left, 3 elk. I get 1 nature token back. And this lets me circle 2 in the mountains. So I'm gonna circle 1, 2. And, well, both of them just give points at the end of the game. So 1 gives 1, 1 gives 2. You know, points are good too. Nothing wrong with points. All right, so this is going to shift down here. Another one comes out. Okay, we're going to roll these. Okay, we have an elk, fox, a fox, a fox, a fox. A lot of foxes. Wow, that is a lot of foxes. And think about the converting is you have to do all of them. So when you convert something, you can't, like, there's 5 foxes. If I put all 5 here, and let's say I spent, you know, I've done the down convert, I could go from having 5 foxes to 5 hawks. I think I need that many, but you know. So I could do this one more time. If I take the foxes, you know, I give up some elk, but you know, although I do kind of want this one. Is it better to wait or what? No, I'll just do it again. But the discount, I can roll one of my personal die, and then whatever comes up, I don't have to pay, which is pretty cool. 5 foxes, which is insane for that many to come up. But here we are. So I'm gonna roll this one. Maybe elk will come up. That'd be nice. That way I can not have to pay for that. And of course, absolutely nothing. Well, that did nothing for me. But so I'm down to 1 elk and 3 foxes, 2 and 2, and then I can circle 2 more in the prairie now. So I could do 1, 2. And those are just straight points. That's a 1 and a 2. Points are good. I like points. So this one goes away, gets discarded. All these shift down. And we roll again. Okay, we got anything I want. Hawks. 2 hawks. I can pick 3 different dice, and take whatever they got, which is kind of nice. Well, you know, if you have variety, it's nice. That doesn't do me that much good. Well, I can choose 3 of them. You can't choose the little ones. Just choosing 3 of these. So many choices, right? Although I could do this one to start off in the forest, 3 and 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I can get 4 hawks off this turn. And I could actually do this one, so that's all my foxes are gone. All but 1 of my hawks is gone. And I can circle 2 in the forest, and then get 2 nature tokens, which is kind of nice. So circle 2 in the forest. The forest is right here. I'll circle 1, 2 straight points. That's okay. And then I get 1 animal of my choice. I am going to take. I'll take a hawk. No, I'll take an elk. Okay, we're gonna roll again. Of course, we got salmon and a fox, and 1 less nature token to take some actions. Let's see what we got here. Got a hawk and that. Still kind of want to do this. So I'll take a hawk. So I have 2 hawks now. Hoping I can, I haven't done anything with bears. It's been pretty bad for bears. This goes away. This shifts down. Okay, choose any 3. Okay, we got a bear. Okay, it's about time. We got a lot of bears. We got an elk and a hawk. I could gamble, take 2 bears, I only have 1. And then because of the discount, I could roll one of my personal die, hope to get hawk, not have to pay hawk at all. I only have 2. I'm gonna do this one. I'll do that. So this, when you use this die, that kind of is your turn. You don't use this and then pick other things. Like this is these are the die you're picking. So I'm actually gonna pick 1. Oh, I have to. Okay, I'll pick 1, 2, 3. So I'll take 2 bears. So I'll go up to 3 bears, and I'll take a hawk. I'm gonna roll this for the discount, hoping that I get a discount of hawks or salmon. That'd be kind of, or anything, whatever. Okay, so the salmon got discounted. I don't have to pay any of that. So I'm gonna get this for 2 elk and 3 hawks. I have no more of that. So, but I still get to keep my salmon. So I'll start off on the wetlands over here, and I'm going to do 1, 2, 3. Now this one right here is the wetland symbol, which means I can cross this off up here. So if you cross off a row, you get these bonuses, and then if you cross on columns, you get points. Okay, we're gonna roll again. Thing about this one is if you try for this one, because the discount is for the card that it's above, that it's above. If you try and fail, if you have the stuff, you can still buy it, but you can't like not get the discount here and try something else. It's just like you tried it, you didn't get it. More mountains. Let's just do that. But if I spend 2 nature tokens, I'm down to 1. I get to reduce by any 3. I'm gonna not pay for the bears and not pay for a salmon. So that's what's up. So I'm just paying 2. Since it's 5 thing. Oh wait a minute. I need 3. So 2 bears. So I'm just okay. So I'm paying 2 salmon because I'm reducing it by 2 bears and a salmon. So I'm down to 1. I'm just spending 2 salmon, and then I'm going to circle in the mountains here. Okay. All right, so that's half mountain, half thing, which has the rain logo on it, cloud. I'm going to come over here, and I'm just going to take the points. I'll take the 2 points bonus right there, and then this is just a straight points right there. I'll take that. Works for me. Shift all this stuff down. All right, we have wild. We have another wild. We have salmon, and we have fox. Okay, and then we have half salmon, half hawk. Oh, if only I had a fox. I could do 4 forest. That's pretty good, actually. So I'm gonna say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow, that's 5 salmon. So 6 salmon total. So I'm gonna spend 2 bears. I'm down to 1. 3 salmon down to 3, and move 2 in the mountain. So we'll circle this one. It's worth 2 points. This one is worth 3 points. I'm not doing anything over here. I'm gonna kind of do a lot of this, but I'm not right now. All right, I do gain a fox and a hawk. So I get 1 of each of those. Okay, this goes away. All right, let's roll again. Okay, we got anything. We have, oh wow, bear, elk, and 2, and some salmon. All right, so I'm gonna take 1, 2, I'm gonna take 3 bears. I'm up to 4. I have enough to pay for it now. Let's see if I can get, there's not even a bear on here, so you can't really subtract a bear because they're, yeah. But I can see if I can not pay for the salmon using the discount. Yay, look at that. Roll the salmon. So now it's just 2 bears. I'll do that one, which is a hawk, so I'll just get a hawk, and I'll do this one, which is the mountain landmark. So I'll do that. So if I do the other 3 landmarks, then I can get the bonus of, I guess, circling anything I want. Just following the rules of circling something next to something else you circle, and then 2 points. A hawk, salmon, elk, and man, you get a whole lot of hawks and salmon. I'd like to get this mountain here because I could do these 2, finish up the mountain, and then continue on down here. If I do all the mountain, I can start going here, and then it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. All right, this is out of the question. This is out of the question. When I completed this, I did not get the bonus nature token, so let me do that. I'm up to 2. So if I spend those 2 nature tokens now, I can remove any 3 animals. So I could remove both hawks and a salmon from the cost, which means it cost me 1 hawk and 2 salmon. All right? Yeah, I'll do that. So that's what it cost me. So I get to move on. Yay, it's a whole 1, but it's something. I'll do this 1 in the wetlands, which now means if I want to continue on, well, I can do more mountain stuff here if I don't want to do it here, or whatever. It gives me options. And for doing this one, I get, well, I spent 2, but then I get 2 for completing it. All right, let's keep rolling. We got an elk, a half bear hawk, half bear salmon. Like these are avatar creatures, avatar animals. Half moose beaver, just whatever. It's a whole lot of hawks. I don't think I need that many hawks. Here's what I'll do. Okay. I need hawks. I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3. That's 5 hawks. I'll do 5 hawks because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all in one type. And if I spend 3 nature tokens, I can reduce by any 3 animals. So if I spend my nature tokens, so that's gone. But I cannot pay the bears. I can keep the 2 I have. 2 elk. So I have no more elk. No more elk. And I'm down to 2 hawks. I had 5. Spending 3. I get to circle 4 in the mountains. So I'm going to do 1, which lets me do a sun action. Okay, I've done both here, so that's done. So I get to do this sun action, and my bonuses are 2 hawks, a salmon, and an elk, 3 salmon, or I get to circle anything I want. Well, if I can circle anything I want, I am going to circle this 3-pointer right here, because why would I not? All right, and where was I? That was this one, right? So that's 4. I circle 1, 2, 3, 4. And these are straight points, and I get a bear out of it. So I have 3 bears now. I like that. All right, this goes away. All right, let's roll. All right, we got a hawk. Well, 2 hawks, a salmon, and an elk fox. Those are real. Another elk and more salmon. I'll take these salmon, so I have 4 salmon. So I can pay for this now. I only get to circle 1 in the wetlands, which, it's okay. But if I roll this and roll salmon, I don't have to spend any of my salmon. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. I get to keep all my salmon. The hawks go away. I circle 1 in the wetlands. If I circle this one, then I get the cloud, which I get to come, and now I can get the wild and circle anything else I want, which is kind of dope. Going to circle this 2-pointer right here. And I get 2 nature tokens. Okay, we have a hawk bear, 2 elk, a salmon, so much salmon. I'm taking the elk. I have 4 elk now. I have 3 bears. I have no hawks at all. I'm taking a gamble. I'm rolling this hoping to get a hawk, so I don't have to pay for the hawks at all. I have to spend bears and elk. All right, come on, hawks. Let's roll. Elk, fox, bear, hawk, salmon. All right, I'm going to take the foxes. So I'm up to 3 foxes. I'm gonna try for the discount. Maybe I can roll a hawk. And I can complete this card. Yes. All right, got the hawk. I don't pay hawks at all. I don't have any. So all my foxes are gone. 2 of my 4 elk are gone, and only 1 of my bears is gone. 4 in the wetlands. So I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I can do that. So I did, what the heck did I do? I did 1, 2, 3, 4. And I got a free fox because of it, so I'll take the fox. So I straight points right there. I like that. So I get 2 nature tokens. I have a total of 4. Okay. Getting stuff done in the wetlands. The wetlands. The wheat lanes. I'll stop. Okay, we have a fox, 2 elk, and then take 3 different die. More elk. There's elk everywhere. Elk falling from the sky. Just elk it up. I could do this one and get 2 more nature tokens. I haven't converted. I don't think I've really converted anything. That's all right. So I'm gonna take 1. I'm gonna take 3 elk. So I'm up to 5 elk, which is a lot of elk. So I'm gonna spend 4 of them. Go down to 1 and spend all of my salmon. And I will get to circle 3 in the mountainous. Now let me figure out my odds. If I do 2 more of these landmarks, I'll get 4 points. There's 1 here. Is that worth me doing? Means I have to do some prairie stuff. I have to do prairie stuff to get over there. It could happen. It could happen. Where was I? 3 mountains. So I'll do 1, which lets me cross this off. Lets me get any animal I want. I'll take a salmon since I have none. So that's 1, 2, 3. And 2 nature tokens. I want the 6 nature tokens. Look at me. Just nature tokens everywhere. Just nature tokens falling from the sky. Let's roll. Reroll my personals. Reroll them for the first time. And of course we have salmon and half salmon, half hawk, and then a hawk. What are we gonna do here? This is out of the question. This is out of the question. This is out of the question. I'm gonna use this and reroll 2 personals and salmon and salmon. It probably behooves me to maybe get this one done so I can start coming down to the bonus track here. And I feel like I should do bears. So I'll do 2 bears. I'm up to 3 bears. I'm not completing anything here though, because I can't. And then half salmon, half hawk. I'll take the 2 foxes, so I'll go up to 3. Just getting there. I should probably have been using my other action more, that would have probably made sense. Yeah, I'm going to spend 3 nature tokens down to 3. So I'm going to take 2 bears, 2 foxes, right? Yeah. So I have 5 bears and then 5 foxes. All right, this is it. It's the last hurrah. These elk are just elusive. What is this? What's going on in this game? Ah, dang it. All right, I'm gonna re-roll these. Of course, it's the same thing. Can I do anything here? Okay, so if I spend 2 nature tokens, I'm down to 1. I'm not gonna pay the elk. I have plenty of bears. I need 2, so I'm down to 3. I need 4 foxes. I am down to 1, and no salmon. 5 in the prairie and a nature token. I'm up to 2 nature tokens, 5 in the prairie. So I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna add this up and see how bad I did here. Okay, so my final ending score is 55, which isn't great, but it's okay. It's all right. It's all right for Sheet C. It could be better, but that was fun. I enjoy this game, and I said before, all of the maps are all very different. Whereas A is sort of the most basic, where you are actually writing these numbers in here for each type, each environment type, adding them up, or once you get your third of any of them, then you get bonus points, and then you can start getting the sun items down here and crossing them off. And once you do a full row, you get points there and a wild, any animal you want. And then you come over to B, and you are circling for each one you get, and then getting the corresponding number of points at the top, given how far you get in each row. And then D is more complex than the other 3. So yeah. All right. Link in the description should you wish to support the crowdfunding campaign. Both games are $19 by themselves, $35 for both. They function similarly, but the layouts are a little bit different. So ABCD in Rolling Rivers is going to function in terms of complexity very similarly to the way they do in Hills, but they are a little bit different. They're not literally the same. So you see some of the orders are different. Some of the bonuses might be a little bit different. So there are differences in the sheet. So all the same. And like I said, if you want to play with more than 4 players, you're definitely going to want to pick up both, so you can play up to 8 people. 7, 1 including you. Or you can teach it and teach 8 other people and just watch them play. That could be fun as well. I am really rambling. Anyway, thank you for watching. Take care. Stay safe. Be blessed.